Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about Basic Instinct. And this movie stars Michael Douglas and came out in 1992, and it's another movie that has Michael Douglas in it that I didn't like. The positives for this movie is that Michael Douglas is good, and I mean, none of the acting in this movie is bad. I'll say this. It wasn't a poorly acted film, for the most part. There was like one tiny performance that I thought was kind of bad. It was just one extra character, and he was supposed to be looking around, and he looked like he was crying. And I don't think that was intentional for him to be crying. But aside from that, I didn't have an issue with any of the acting. And the second half has some interesting things going on with our main character. And then that's about it. My biggest problem with this movie is that it's just really uninteresting because none of the characters are interesting. It's kind of beating you over the head about how characters are smart, and things are pretty obvious if you ask me. And the film constantly tries to put in twists and turns over and over and over and over again, and it's trying to be smarter than the audience, but in reality, it just makes the movie less interesting because you've made all these characters unlikable and pretty much a big mystery as to what's going to happen. That why should I trust anyone at this point? Because literally every character is against our main character, and it happens so many times that I just stopped caring what happens to our main character because I just don't feel as though he's going to die. And this movie takes forever to get from point A to point B in just one scene. Because there's a scene in this movie where it's just characters talking, and it takes forever for the scene end. And I looked to see how far in I was into the movie, and I was just an hour in out of 2 hours, and I felt like so much has happened, and yet at the same time, so little has happened in terms of what has impacted the story. And I was just not interested. The music in this movie was really bad. It was not only distracting in every scene that it was used, but it was also overbearing and manipulative. And it's supposed to be used in scenes where there's supposed to be tension? Why? There's no tension if you have music playing over a scene that's supposed to have suspense. The way to have suspense in a scene is if the scene is quiet, with no musical score at all. But this movie doesn't understand that, and so it's just music non-stop, and it's getting louder to the point where it's supposed to make you feel tense, and you just don't feel it. I don't feel it because I don't feel tension, and two, I don't care about what happens to these characters, and the movie isn't really subtle at all, and it doesn't leave anything up for interpretation. The plot of the movie doesn't engage me, the characters aren't interesting, the music is annoying. There's a few shots in the movie that I kind of liked. And then that's about it. So overall, this movie was a fairly empty experience for me. It's not terrible, it's just boring, and nothing really happens that I care about, and I'm never going to watch this movie again. I know I say that a lot, but I mean it. I just can't stand movies where it's just painfully average to the point where I'm just going to forget about it. And I'm going to give Basic Instinct a 4 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Basic Instinct down below. And my social media links, they will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up. And that's going to be for Alpha Dog. I've never seen this movie. I'm hoping it's good. Hoping I can finally watch something new that isn't painfully average. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.